Okay, so... Sure. No travel. It's unfortunate. Travel is great. Okay. Exclamation point! You're a terrorist? And you fight against CERN. Interesting. Interesting. Take place as scheduled. Oh look, he's even figured out how to test it. So, bam. We got John Titor's email address. What's up? John Titor. Bam. "20 hours have passed since Dara started attacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Dara while browsing at channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, 'Don't talk to me.' I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know what Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on that channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decided to email Titor directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own email address on @channel. I guess that's his way of saying, bring it on. Way to go, game by yourself. In my email, I questioned the differences between his post now and his post 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. Crap! That's his year. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor travels to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titor was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. Be a time traveler. John Titor is in America. Furthermore, in 2000, Titor correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only vaguely talked about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, civil war in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Why are you scrolling through it? What are you doing? What are you doing? Game! You're scaring me at this point. I mean, technically read it out, but... Oh, he was adding a subject, I see. Okay. Now you want me to send it. Gotcha. Alright, let's send it now. If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titer is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titer. So what are your true colors? It's evening, isn't it? Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self. I'll be curious to see how my text reply choices dictate future game events. One of my favorite parts of games. Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out... Great! The canned oden is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned oden, beef is where it's at. I can agree there. Beef is best. Red meat for life. Oh, well. I consider saying you'll get fat if you eat only frozen foods. But that threat's not very effective against Mayuri, so I hold my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats. Next, she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration. Upa's that, kind of round bear character, I guess. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck deep in its foods. Did they show that? There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially. Did they show the Upa model when she got it in the beginning of the game? I don't remember. I mean, that's kind of how hacking works, is you have to do it all at once. Unless you're doing just straight preparation and creating macros and scripts. Generally, you'd want to do it all at once. It speaks! An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. It hits my head with a nice thump. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the oatmeal. Where'd your hat go? Where did your hat go? Where is it? Mayuri, where is your hat?
Daruのスーパーハッカーじゃなくてハッカーとしての腕前使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。
Incidentally, It looks like hackers hijacked Stern's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. Obviously. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through.
それにこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため世界を陰で支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
Oh, that's so loud. Why is your phone so loud? Oh, hey, it's John Titor. No? Skyclad. Why did I think that was John Titor? I'm dumb. Did we? I don't remember doing that. We're definitely going to reply to absolutely everything that she and Kurisu sends. Though Kurisu doesn't look like she's going to send anything. I don't like how it scrolls from top to bottom. I appreciate that feature on a regular phone, but at the same time it's... Oh man. That... Oh. Continuing scrolling. Awesome. Go! That's unusual. My ears usually just accept whatever I say. Well, I admit it, we are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject.
マユリよ、さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
はあ？はあ？
それならうずら卵がいいな。
Whale's egg.
ふざけるな。俺は牛すじの次にうずら卵が好きなのだ。
マユシーもうずら卵好きだもん。
Trade quail egg for beef. This is the correct answer.
わかったよ。さつま揚げよりはちくわだもんね。
With that said, I skewer the chikuwa and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Sounds like a good change. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
もうすぐなんだよ。SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだよ。僕をなめんな。
Good job, Daru. Getting that far. Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. And I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
おほ！来た来た来た！いいよいいよ！ほら観念して俺の前に全部晒しやがれっつーの！すっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよ！ひゃっ！
How do I... His eyes are bloodshot, and he started rambling. There we go. Nope, I don't want system menu. I want that to just go away. How do I make that go away? Fig. That's not what I want. There's achievements? What is this achievements nonsense? I refuse. Alright, here we go. Alright, so... Yeah, what he's trying to do is he's trying to find a user... UID, user ID. User identification, rather. That's still impressive that he got that far in 40 hours, which is a relatively good amount of time. But no, what he's trying to do is he's trying to find a user that would have access to administrative use, so that way he can just get the entire table, which would be one of the simpler ways to do it. Otherwise, he could just go straight through the entire backend and just straight pull it from them, which I think would be a lot more difficult. Might be faster though. Either way, good job, Daru. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string, and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence, until finally...
Oh! 来た来た
Yeah, there he did.
ID とパス一致表ログイン完了だゴラ死ねえなめんな Yes, yes, yes!
So... Okay. That's what he did. He had all the passwords already. Just on a sheet. So he's logging in as Jack, and then just kept entering different passwords. I think. Either that or he was using some sort of script to generate. Not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or was he doing user and password? I don't know. It's not really worth dissecting this anymore, so I'll go ahead and stop. Because, well, I find it a bit entertaining. It's probably much more conducive to just continue with the story, so we'll do that. Oh, jeez. What enthusiasm. The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. As if he's gone into Le Petit Mole.
コンプリート
本当か
わあ、すごいね。よくわかんないけど。
Yeah? Good. That's something you really want to get. After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can. Oh, 20 hours.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろう
And he approves.
よくやった。やはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカー。
ハッカーな
あ、ハッカーだ。お前が敵でなくてよかった。それで世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか。
いやまだ見てねっつうの繋がっただけ
Which is really the hard part, so.
ここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな
ならば疲れているところ悪いが早速調べてくれ。きっとあるはずなのだ。陰謀の影が。
はいはいやりますよでもその前におでん缶食わせろ
Understood. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな
どういうこと？
Did he just get one password? He's trying
セルン
usernames?
のデータベースに入って
That's entirely possible
デー
as
タの
well.
テーブル一覧をゲットしたんよそっから11111111とか ABCDEFGH みたいな簡単なパスワード使ってる関係者に的を絞って ID 手に入れたわけ
Okay, so yeah, he was using just brute force with generic passwords.
その ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だったら最高なんだけどさすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ
Yeah, that's very unlikely. So no, he doesn't have the entire password table.
日本語で
He
OK だ
brute
よ。
forced using user IDs from the SQL
右に同
database.
じく。
Makes sense.
要する
That's
に
a lot
セルン
more
のサーバー管理者のパスだったならセルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけどそうじゃない普通の研究員か何かならおっぱいしか見せてもらえない的な
He actually said that. Okay. It's a good analogy.
ダルク、エッチだね。
エロい例えをするな。
Oh, that was
見
adorable.
られる情報が限定されてしまうということだろ。
そういうこと。サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問題だけど、それはまた今度にするわ。さすがに眠くてあんま頭が働かん。
It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
A chief? Really?
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
No, but
一
it's
発
somebody
で
who's
当
high
て
enough
るなんて
rank.
奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつうの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。
Several thousand.
何？
6000人以上。
Yes. Got it. That
と
many?
りあえずこの加速器部門担当者の、
Sorry.
名前
That
は
many? That was intended, I'm sure.
ジャックさんのメールのログをちょろっと覗かせてもらおうよ。
And of course, the emails come up in English.
うわわ、まゆしは頭が痛くなってきました。
Yes. Huh. It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
誰よ、なんと書いてあるのだ。
Oh, and you don't know either.
翻訳しない
Great.
と。
エ
Great.
キサイト先生にご登場願え。
Dr. Excite.
そんなめんどいことしてらんねえっつの。
Daru boots up his translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor, unnatural Japanese shows up. First line says, Happy
新
New
年の挨
Year!
拶みたいっすな。バカンスでスペイン行くとか裏山。
That email's normal. Nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
他人のメールを勝手に見るのってすごくごめんなさいって気持ちになる。
Understandable. Mayuri gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant uber cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However,
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ。何の良心の呵責も感じないので。責任は全てこの俺が取る。ダリア・マユリに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
うほっ、僕オカリンになら掘られてもいい。
それはお断りだ。
thank you for choosing the correct response.
心置きなく覗き見るのだ。
オカリンって悪いんだ。マユシは悲しいです。
That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみるべきだろう。
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
He's a little bit. That's what his lips say. But his hands still click on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
これ暗号化されてる。
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
この程度の暗号を解くのはへでもないがな。
Compared to hacking into a large area's SQL database? I'm sure. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real timesake is deciphering this crappy machine translation.
意訳すると、はい、ポール。
そういう演技は無用だ。
サイですか。今日付の実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。
So, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what's
し
happening
かし
right here.
報われない仕事だと思わないか。
Ah,
この子猫、大猫と言うべきか。はははははが稼働して9年になるが。
He does say 9 years though, so it has been since 2001. That in itself is a good hint. So, the way most languages are compared to English is backwards. Japanese is a very good example of this. So, relatively, they're opposite sentence structures. So, the way they have it
こ
translated.
の人類史を塗り替える研究は一部の人間の目にしか入らないわけで。
That was my bad. I have a touch screen. That was pointing at the screen. That was stupid of me. So the way it shows up being translated from English into Japanese, which would just be simple hiragana and possibly some kanji and katakana, it would be directly translated to the experimental data dated as of today was improved to the server. The condition of the LHC is excellent, though it is LHC in the end. Now, that's not terrible, but it is warped a bit. The second one is a lot more defined in its example of the translation being backwards. This fellow is obedient, surprisingly like the cat, though this fellow is capricious about this month. I think that it may be this condition for a long time. So you see a bit of the like the adjectives and adverbs being a bit switched up in this. So it's acting up this month, but being surprisingly obedient, like a cat. I think it might be like this for a while, is roughly what it translates to. Or, as Daru said it, this baby is fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this forever. Wait. No, that's not right. I think that it may be this condition for a long time. Close, I guess, a little bit. There's a reason why translators get paid so much. Because there's little things like that that are just sort of how you interpret it, depending on your particular mindset. Because if you're doing a verbatim translation, everything's wrong because the sentence structure is off. So you have to reorganize the sentence structure, which means you have to potentially change the meanings of the words to make more sense. You have to change particular adjectives to make it comply more with the grammatical structure of a different language, and that kind of thing. Overall, though, it's close enough. It makes enough sense, and the game has it set in such a way that it just works, really.
Mottomo, 公表されたらされたで いい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。世の中の連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろうってな。
I don't know who that is.
9年
Yeah, so Dara finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Sort things out.
今のメール翻訳ミスということはないのか。
Regarding the 9 years. Did Dara notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね。ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
だとしたら妙なことになる。 LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはずだ。だがこのメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
Yeah, which would be 2001. Which complies with John Titor.
おかしいな。
The email's send date is this year, 2010, so 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titor posted this on that channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world, and it's related to time travel?
ダル、もっと調べてくれ。タイムマシン研究の痕跡を探すんだ。
And I think that's a good stopping point for now. We'll pick it up next time.